Welcome into this build tutorial. If you're new around these parts, my name is Meg. I post my Sims 4 builds and hacks here on YouTube. If you're enjoying this content, please consider subscribing to this channel, and if you want some more Meg content, then check out my socials, which are all linked down below. For this tutorial, you are going to need your cheats enabled, so to bring up the cheat menu, Control-Shift-C if you're on PC, or pulling all 4 triggers if you are on console, and just enter the cheats that are on screen. Next step, we need to find the bridge. If you jump into the build by catalog, browse by function, decorations, show all, scroll down a couple of pages and you will find this bridge. Size it down twice using the control bracket keys and then pop it into your desired position. The next step is to create the pond. Using the custom pull tool, I like to make the area around the bridge a little bit smaller and then flare it out as it gets further away. The custom pull tool helps to make it a little bit more natural, a little bit more freeform around the edges, which makes it look a bit more pond-like. I then go in and change the trim of the pool to the green trim just to match in with the grass. Also going in with the wall swatches, I like to use brown just to make it a little bit more pond-like, but feel free to use whichever color swatches you like for the walls and the floor. The next step is to place a 1x1 room on either end of the bridge and then hop up to the next floor and place a platform on top of that room. Next, you want to take the room underneath and delete it, just sell it off, and then using the arrows and the level adjuster on that platform, bring it down to the same level as the bridge. Once the platform is down, you can then go in and fine-tune the placement of the bridge. Just keep in mind though that you do not want the floor or the footing of the bridge showing through the platform. You need to be able to see the platform. So use Control 9 to raise it, Control 0 to lower it, and then hold Alt to free place wherever you would like the bridge to sit. Once the bridge is placed exactly where you want it, you can then go in and put some stairs on. I just use the unremarkable stairs from the base game and use the hammer tool to delete the walls underneath. You can cover any gaps in the end with landscaping. To add a little bit more flair, I like to add fence posts to each 4 corners of the bridge. To find those, I go to Build, Wall Sculptures of all places, and scroll down a couple of pages to find these fence posts. I size mine up once using the bracket keys, page down to go down to the next level, and then I raise them up. I had to raise mine up 24 times, and I used the previously placed fence post for reference as to what height I needed to have them at so that they're all even. The next step is my favorite part. It is the landscaping. Now there are so many rocks in this debug menu that you kind of have to go through them to find your favorite ones. I prefer these ones with the moss on top. I think they just look a little bit more natural. And then I go in and I size them up, I size them down, rotate them, do all of the crazy things with them to make them look as natural as possible. I like to place the rocks only on a couple of sides of the pond, and then once I have placed the rocks where I want them, I then go in with all the plants, all of the shrubs and all of the flowers that I can find, and I place them all around the exterior of the pond. A quick landscaping tip to help make your landscaping look a little bit more natural: if you're placing multiples of plants and landscaping items, try rotating them a go just to help them look a little bit more freeform and a little bit more natural. I also like to check on my builds in different lighting just to see how they look and how they feel in different lighting stages. I really like the way this tree with the exposed roots fits the pond aesthetic. I also like to go in and add a whole lot of wildlife and fish into the pond. If you go into activities and skills and find the fishing sign, it's called Gone Fishing. It's not spelled G-O-N-E, it's debug. Obviously it's not going to be that easy, but if you pop that into the pond, your Sims will be able to fish. One trick as well I can share with you is if you scroll down a level, if you page down, you can check where your fish end up spawning, where they are jumping, because sometimes when you place the fish signs, the fish end up jumping through the grass and that's not really what you want. Now the final step in this tutorial is to spice it up a little bit with some terrain paint. I like to use different kinds of terrain paint. Like here I'm using the burnt grass. I also use the muddy mud, and also there's like flowers and everything. I also like to adjust the softness so that it doesn't all look uniform. I just want it to look natural. natural, au naturel, as close to nature as I can. So using that softness adjuster is really helpful. I created this peaceful pond using only base game, so it is downloadable by anybody. I will upload it to the gallery under my gallery ID MisadventureMeg, but unfortunately I couldn't add it as just a room, so if you want to add it to a larger lot, you absolutely can. And that is a wrap on this build tutorial. I did go in and play test it with my alter ego sim Gem Adventure, and thankfully everything does work. Thank you so much for watching if you have made it this far, and if you are enjoying this content, I would really appreciate you considering to subscribe to my channel. It is free for you here on YouTube. You can also check out my other social channels, my Instagram, my TikTok, or you can come and watch me live on my Twitch channel. All of the links are in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Stay healthy, stay safe, and you'll hear from me in the next one.